Did you say his name last night?
I didn't, and
Guess not.
thus he did not appear.
Joe Henry is not in our lives.
No.
You guys, get ready. This is an all Royal Rumble.
It is a
podcast.
breakdown of the WWE Royal Rumble. Awkwardly meticulous.
Hello.
This is where I wish I had. This is where I wish I had a wrestling podcast. Is to like recap things like WrestleManias and Royal Rumbles.
Go deep.
Yeah, and just go really deep about what they should and shouldn't have done, and really turn up the mark.
Yep, the obvious return of Chris Jericho. That didn't happen. You know what? It's great because much like everything else in any industry, the internet's just fucking itself with like groupthink, and everybody's like the cohesion of all the fantasy booking just comes into one now, and everybody just does.
And it becomes like
else's idea.
Yeah, it just becomes like reports.
Echo chamber.
Yeah, it's like basically Chris Jericho's definitely coming back. It's confirmed. It's like, no, you confirmed it with the other mouth breather that lives in their grandma's basement in Wichita. Like there's no confirmed. What are you talking about?
And AJ Styles definitely can't wrestle anymore because he lost that match, and you're not allowed to. And if my wrestling history is spot on, and I think that it is, if you lose a match whose stipulation is you are forced to retire, you do have to retire. Yeah. You can't ever come back ever to anything. Nope.
Sorry.
Never seen it
it's
once.
Just the way that it goes. You can't fake this stuff.
We always know AJ wanted his last match to be in Saudi Arabia.
Just like he wrote it up 10 years ago.
Yeah, that can be it. My girl won, Liv Morgan.
She did. She did.
Big fan.
Wow.
Big fan.
I mean,
dude, I just like, for as fun as like the stories can be coming out of like a Royal Rumble, and it sets up the WrestleMania season. This is what I really lock in. Most people do if they're gonna watch. It's just so funny to watch, like how many botched moves there are, or like because every wrestler that comes in has to do their shtick, like their few sets of moves on whoever's in the ring. But I love watching the people just waiting for it, like instead of like being engaged with somebody else wrestling, they're just standing watching because they know they're supposed to get the move next. So, what? Huh? I'm gonna wait for that person to attack, and then I'll go after you. It's just hard to coordinate it.
It's so poorly coordinated, and I was telling that to the people I was watching with. I was like one of my favorite things is that they have to try so many things, and probably about 40% of them fail. But then you just have to keep going, and like you hope the next one doesn't. So it is if you want to assert, if you are anti-wrestling. For those of you anti-wrestling and you want to assert how fake and dumb it is, watch the Royal Rumble and use that as your centralized thesis, because that's going to give you so much material to hate on it.
God.
See, so maybe the Rumble,
just a casual.
Maybe the Rumble is perfect because it's it's a lot of wrestling fans' favorite event. But if you are anti-wrestling, it should also be your favorite event because it is the biggest exploit of the fakeness.
The wrestling isn't great. Per se, unless you're Sol Ruca.
Right. So this episode's dedicated to Sol Ruca.
Look her up. Yeah. And Bob. Please enjoy your wrestling.
Your old souls with the past to pretend it. Strangely familiar like a tune we both know. Lit in the reruns from a long time ago. Levels we cleared and the battles we lost. 20 years gone,
You frozen mid-chop. I'm sure it won't show up that way on the final product, but
yeah,
it's just on the screen like. I have a hard time with the Saudi Arabia of it all, which a lot of people would. I know a lot of people weren't psyched on like the comedians going to Saudi Arabia. And I went there. We've probably talked about it. I went there for work once when I worked on a scholarship thing. It was probably the worst trip of my life. I did not really enjoy being there because it's hard to be there and see like women forced to be covered up, and just there's also no booze supposedly, but it's hard to separate that. I mean, it's not like all the people are that way, and there was like when I was working on this program, you know, 10, 15 years ago, there was like a concerted effort to, I think, westernize Saudi Arabia, and like a lot of the kids had like exposure to Western ideas for better or worse. I guess I don't know
Right.
where that fits now, but like the people are always people. Same with like when I went to Russia. It's like whatever you think about a country, when you get down to it, the people do want to like live free lives, to live well, that kind of thing. And so you could sort of see that in the crowd yesterday. Like they made a concerted effort to show like young girls in the crowd that were just wearing t-shirts and stuff. I was like, that's the hard push. It's like, are they allowed to drive? I don't know. like I worked on this one scholarship thing.
Whoa. Let's not get
where
too
it was
crazy.
like on our campus, because I had to recruit 4 students for one thing to go to Saudi Arabia for school. And that was the hardest goddamn thing I've ever had to do. Like I had to go to like big universities around the U.S. and they wanted like the best engineering students from college to go there and do like their masters at this thing called KAUST, the King Abdullah University of Science and Technology. Wow, don't you want that crew neck sweatshirt? and one of the big things was like, on the KAUST campus, women will be allowed to drive. It's like, that's something. yeah. So I don't know. I mean, in a way, I think there is some effort to kind of release some of the shackles.
That's kind of funny.
In other ways, there's not.
It's kind of funny because then it's like, so you guys kind of know that your rules are stupid, but like, I don't know. I guess I could go all day about that type of stuff. But what is funny is that it's always like Saudi royalty and everything, of all this money and everything. I'm like, is everyone in Saudi Arabia just royalty? Is like, I feel like we just talk to them. We talk about Saudi as a collective royalty. I'm like, so is everyone a king and prince? Is that just how it all works? I'm just kidding. I don't know. I also don't give a shit. But yes, I obviously there's a lot of rules and stuff that are quite antiquated. But hey, I feel like over the last 10 years, we've seen a lot of people in the U.S. that would love that shit, because there's a lot of people that have like gone backwards in what they want to see as far as freedoms and stuff. So I don't understand why we don't have more U.S. people going to Saudi Arabia. A lot of the, shitty humans that we deal with here, you seem to be very much on the same page with Saudi Arabia. So maybe go over there and hang with them.
Yes. Yeah, I think we have too many rights crowd,
yeah,
which seems to continue to grow.
Right.
Very bizarre.
I've noticed people aren't like me, and that's upsetting me. So I would like to go where there's more restrictions. I have the place for you.
Yeah. I mean, slightly different God. Slightly, but still the same idea.
Yeah.
Like you guys you'll probably bond on.
Yeah, you'll get to be an elitist in the way that you were hoping you could do with Christianity. They'll let you do over there. In fact, they're going to push you even further that way. So, I mean, just cut through the nonsense. I mean, you can still do a hard reset on what you call the God and everything and just go over there. I think that's a great idea. I think we have hyper conservatives that should go to Saudi Arabia because that's like what they are striving for.
That's not a terrible. Yeah, start lumping people by that. Yeah, like religion isn't going to separate you guys. That's where you're going to be joined. Like if that's your sticking point, and the color of their skin. I know that's a big thing too. The pigmentation.
You'll tan, and then you'll look closer to them, so it won't bother you as much when you see your own skin.
Yeah. But you're going to be so aligned on how you treat your family and women. For example, I went to dinner at one family's house, and the first wife was now the maid for the family, for the children and the younger wife. That's just how it works. You stay there. And I could see that. Happening here.
Oh, yeah.
Just, when you're the traditional male of the family, your
model.
domain is everything around you, and you use your powers your superpowers as a man to control. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I think there's a path here to make everybody happy. I think whoever's hearing this doesn't believe me and you, but is thinking about it. Just go.
Yeah,
take
the
need
trip
America anymore.
That's
you
fine.
Don't need it. It's not for you.
Yeah, this America's getting a little...
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, this America's getting kind of queer, kind of annoying, right? Am I right? But Saudi Arabia is fucking kicking it old school, man.
They got all that money.
Yeah.
They like golf.
Oh my God, they love
you
golf.
You can see Bill Burr. You're good. Although he's too much of a lib cuck now too, because he has his own opinions.
I know. Right. See, that's
excellent.
That's tough. Guys like Bill Burr are very tough because they make you seem that they're talking against new age ideas, but then they give you a hard 180 and go the other way, and so that upsets conservatives. Complex thinking is
do the thing where you make fun of women again.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey. Wait.
I want my wife to feel like shit again.
Right.
It's important to my religion.
It all boils down to one scene in one movie.
General strokes.
One scene in one movie that always makes me fucking chuckle is the movie Waiting, where the dirtbag like hick guy and his wife sit down at the table and he's like, I'll take a shot of whiskey and another shot of whiskey and bring her a water. Oh heck, it's our anniversary. Bring her a Pepsi. I'm like, it's just like the fucking quintessential piece of shit move. You're all fucking terrible.
Very nice. Did you see one of the highlights from a fight last night? Did you see the boxer?
No.
This clip. Let me share this. I just happened to see it this
There was
morning.
non-WWE fights? I don't understand. Was this guy in a Rumble? Boxing needs Royal Rumbles.
Watch this guy.
Okay.
This guy gets punched on the right.
Uh-huh.
Pop!
Wait, what?
This fucking toupee gets knocked off.
Oh, I didn't even know what I was looking for, and it's so small I couldn't focus.
All right, yeah. So it's on DAZN. This is in Madison.
Oh, there it goes.
A dude.
Oh no!
Getting punched. It is toupee.
Why would you have a toupee? I'll be honest with you. So here's the thing. You're a young black guy. I'll be honest with you. Black guys can pull off. They can pull off scraggly facial hair.
So
they can pull off balding. Like, it's not a bad look. Why are you putting a toupee on? Now you're the guy who got his toupee booped. And now you're done. You're done. No more toupees. You can't do it anymore.
I don't watch a lot of NBA, but I think I saw some highlights the other night with LeBron, and I think he fully shaves now, right? Because for years he was doing the weird thing of like, I'm not going bald, and he's been going bald since he's 22. And I'm like, oh, you look good now. Like, you don't look like you have weird hair anymore.
Right, and fake hairlines and stuff like that were clearly like manufactured. Yeah, man, that's.
Dude, could you imagine? Like, there's no way that didn't happen before. If you're a boxer, that like, because those things are glued on, right? I think, is that how a toupee?
I think like that's what I've learned. If anything, I've learned from film and TV. It's I believe there's toupee glue.
Yeah, especially sweating. Could you imagine sweating with the glue? I mean, you're at Madison Square Garden in a heavyweight fight. You're like, I gotta get my hair glued on right.
Right. If you're the trainer, don't you go like, hey, champ, if you sweat and chemicals get in your eyes, that's not going to feel good. Like, you do realize that, right? But also, that shows that the money is not in boxing unless you're like the top 5 guys. I mean, these poor guys can't even do like, you think there's celebrity athletes that could afford like hair treatment. We're talking 1983 fucking slapping a little rug on top of your head with a little bit of Elmer's. I mean, hard times.
That's wild, because like in a way you're like, could that be like the most embarrassing thing to happen to somebody ever? Because you're clearly, this guy's very self-conscious about his hair, his hairline being bald. So he goes out of his way to pretend that he does have hair for his whole life. I mean, who knows? Even in his regular life, do people know? And then,
Right. I'm guessing it's not as boxing toupee, Matt, if that's what you're asking. I doubt it's as boxing toupee.
It's not a boxing uniform, yeah. And now just in the middle of the world's most famous arena on a pay-per-view match just gets blown up. I mean, he's probably going to get some kind of
Endorsement?
hype from it. Somebody will sponsor him. Maybe he'll get the some hair transplant replacement thing.
Yeah.
We'll hook him up.
Okay.
So it probably worked out exactly the way he wanted it to.
Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, again, boxing is dying as a sport. So if someone offers it, you steer into that. Yes, you do. You steer into it. You go, hey, I'm not going to make a lot of money. So if someone comes at me with a contract and they're like, will you just be a fucking circus freak for 6 months and we'll pay you this much? You go, absolutely, I will.
Dude, yeah. So, yeah, Royal Rumble was yesterday. I guess it was technically during the day, but I was at work, so I watched it at night. I think there was a UFC and boxing yesterday, so all the combat sports.
Wow.
Were going, and the headlines were the Royal Rumble. It was like,
Yeah.
in the evening, Roman Reigns wins Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
We're back in the Roman Reigns.
And I'll tell you, it's weird to watch the Royal Rumble. I turned on SportsCenter before we started recording this morning, and I saw like Rumble results, and they were like doing a highlight reel of the Rumble, and I'm like, it just sounds weird coming from sports commentators that do normal sports because it just sounds put together. I'm like, you're saying things in a manner that I don't know if you're doing a great job of trying to appease the audience of viewers, or is it because you don't know what you're talking about, but someone told you this is how the things you need to say, because it came off really weird and janky, so that anyone that like watches wrestling remotely would be like, so I just don't think we need to act like the worlds are the same thing. That's what bothers me, is it's not a sport. It's more akin to TV and movies than it is sports. Like, we don't need to act like we're past that. It's 2026. Like, you don't need to act like that anymore. That was a 1990 problem. Like, we all know what it is. So stop. I don't like that it's associated with ESPN, because it's like, it's not sports. It's not. That's okay.
Nope, it just sells. Sports is just a story anyway.
Yeah.
That's all it is. We got Super Bowl coming up this weekend. And I don't like, what's your vibe on? So, Seattle Seahawks versus New England Patriots. I don't feel like there's a lot of, maybe because it's like the in-between week, I don't feel like there's a lot of jazz for the Super Bowl, you know?
No. I
Yeah.
think they know that the story isn't big, and I think they know, not that they know, but maybe we're all choosing not to expose ourselves to it as much, because obviously in today's day and age, it's not as simple as what do you see on TV and things like that. So it's part of that, but there's not a great story for general America in this Super Bowl. In fact, there's an adverse story of the New England Patriots going to the Super Bowl, because people don't want to see it. And people are frustrated because it's like, oh my God, post Brady, Patriots are already in the Super Bowl within 5 years. And I think that frustrates a lot of people, because most people don't like dynasties, and to see another team get a chance at that, I think people get really dejected about their own teams and get frustrated. On the other hand, you have the Sam Darnold story. Nothing really about the Seahawks other than Sam Darnold is really captivating. Jackson Smith and Jigba, unfortunately, got so good so quick that he's really not a household name. Having a complex name is also not great of being a household name. And I mean that in all seriousness. Like, it works against him to have a weird name like that. So there's nothing there.
Someone at some Super Bowl party is going to botch that name.
Oh, it's going to be so good. And the Sam Darnold story isn't compelling for casual fans, because they really don't know the Sam Darnold story. That you have to be not a Sam Darnold lover, but you have to be a strong, avid football fan to really understand what Sam Darnold's gone through, with starting with the Jets, which is a pile of trash franchise
Yes,
over the last
people
20
don't
years.
know. He was on the Jets.
Right. He was on the Jets,
That's
got
all you need
drafted
to
by
know.
the Jets, which is we have seen is lately basically a death sentence for your career. And then he did so poorly there that he ended up going to got signed on like a 1-year deal in Carolina for chicken feed. Played there for a bit, wasn't even the full-time starter, then went as a backup in San Francisco. Then last year got picked up by Minnesota as just a filler for like, another small contract. Took that team to 14-3. They opted not to sign him for a rookie quarterback and let him walk after taking them to 14-3. He gets picked up by the Seahawks, and now he's going to the Super Bowl the next year. So very awesome quarterback story for football fans.
I cannot talk about it without crying.
I think a lot of people want Sam Darnold to do well and then also put a kibosh and save the world from another Patriots Super Bowl. So I think the casual football fan or the general football fan is rooting for Sam Darnold, but the Super Bowl itself doesn't really have a lot. I think it's also because people don't think New England is a good team. Simple as that.
That's the one. If you're going to watch it or go to a party, you really want to echo the line. The New England Patriots have had the easiest road to the Super Bowl
Easy.
ever. Number one, because
Easy talking
and you'll
point.
find the Patriots fans there because that will trigger them.
Oh, it'll make
Hard.
them go insane.
It-
If you don't know anything,
You can only play the teams in front of
Folks,
you. You can't. You still got to win the game.
if you don't watch football at all, but you are going to a party, take the time before kickoff to find the New England person, because there's going to be at least one, and then hammer that home. Just be like, they had strength of schedule. Just say the schedule was the easiest schedule in the NFL, because it factually was, based on win-loss record, and just hammer that home and just watch them unfurl.
Yeah. And then in their playoff matches, they played against injured teams or teams that were missing their
Backups.
best players. It's like it's incredible. Like the only thing, I mean, the Patriots season would be complete if Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigga got into a car accident on the way to the stadium and they couldn't play.
Correct.
That'd be the bow on it. Should we do put a little bet out there for the people?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Just give them a guaranteed winner for the Super Bowl.
Oh,
So right now, in the spirit of our season, it's a 4.5. Seattle's favored by 4.5.
Seattle's favored by
Which
4.5.
I think
Okay, so why don't we do this?
is low.
Why don't you and I do this? Let's come up with 2 bets each. No,
Okay.
yeah, 2 bets.
2 bets.
And
2 bets.
the bets have to be between. Well, let's do a bet that can be.
I'll give one bet that I'm definitely going to do.
Okay.
Or do you want to do like a crazy super producer Steve parlay? Like bet $2 to win $50,000? One of those. A guaranteed winner.
Okay. So do we want to make these bets right now while we're recording?
I already have one pulled up. And this is one I was genuinely thinking about.
Okay.
It's just this is how I believe the game's going to go. And 2 things have to happen. I moved the line for Seattle to win by 10, so minus 9.5.
Okay.
Parlayed with a Jackson Smith and Jigba anytime touchdown,
Sure.
plus 320.
I like that bet. I
Right,
think that's a pretty solid bet.
I think Seattle can win by 10 or more and expose the Patriots. I think they're the best all-around team. And if they do that, I don't think... I mean, I know New England has a good cornerback, but I just think they find a way to get JSN a touchdown.
Okay.
And for plus 320, I spent money on worse. So that'd be my for a plus over something over 300. That'd be my lock. That means now that the Patriots are going to win, I've just completely jinxed it.
Well, yeah, you done messed up, AA Ron.
I always like to find. Is there like? I like when the Super Bowl they always have some guy over half a yard. One of those deals. Does the fullback get a carry or something like that?
That is.
Or is there something like shortest touchdown under 1 yard? Isn't that like a
I don't know.
a
It depends
thing?
what format you're on, as far as what betting partners and things of that nature.
This is all FanDuel,
So,
I guess. I don't see that.
But let's go OG while I'm trying to put one together. Are you involved in any Super Bowl squares? Remember squares before?
Yeah,
Squares before online betting? Remember Super Bowl squares as being the form of gambling?
Yeah. My work is doing one like $10 a square. I used to do one like through work. There was like a private group that did it. I didn't sign up this year, but they would do like $100 a square, which is like, and I fucking have never won a square in my goddamn life. Like,
I did last year.
I'm out. I mean, I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do one on the work one, the $10. But I'm not. You can do it actually on like FanDuel now. Like on the day of the game, you can buy squares on there.
I don't know how the payouts work as far as buying squares.
I mean, it's odds for like if you pick 0-0,
Right.
Like it's obviously the odds. It's like plus 150 probably versus if you do like 5-5 after the first quarter, it's probably like plus 800.
The illustrious
something
5-5.
like that.
What a pile of trash of numbers.
Dude, that's what
Fives and eights.
That's my history of getting squares. Yep, I get 5-5 or I get like 8 and 2. What the fuck?
5, 8s, and 2s. You want the zeros, the ones, the 3s, and the 7s. Even 1 is tough, but 21's there. Or 4s are good. 4s are good. Maybe 0, 4s, and 7 and 3s. Yeah, we'll
So
say
you
0.
won one last year?
Yeah, I won the halftime one. I think it was $50 or $500, I think.
Jeez.
And I could have won third quarter, but someone scored right before that went off, like within like the last minute or something, I think. And I almost won another $250 on top of it. I am in one. Bob has squares for his kids' hockey team. So I bought one of those boards. Don't give you the great odds as a pure gambling board, but I like to see the youth hockey, prosper. So
Thanks for reaching out, Bob.
I already yelled at him because he posts it on Facebook, and if I'm not online, I guess I miss out, and I seem to come across them like months later, and I'm like, you know what? A simple text would really help.
Seems like something our group chat would be into.
Right. You have a group chat with degenerates in there. We would love to know if you're running some sort of pool. I mean, I like to help the youth with their hockey fees and stuff. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm definitely into supporting youth hockey.
Right.
That's for sure. Definitely.
But I'll probably like if a couple more boards pop up, I'll jump in if there's a $20 board or something like that. But I think what we're gonna see is with Seattle, I'm gonna go put a little money on the run game. I'm looking to see
Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a touchdown anytime.
The third.
Touchdown anytime, and over 98.5 rushing and receiving. And that's just
For Kenneth?
That's just a plus 138. But I think that's a good bet. Between rushing and receiving, I think that's nothing for his workload. And he's been playing really well in the playoffs. And that would be easily achievable by his first couple games. I think he got both of those things because his first game he had like 3 touchdowns. He had 1 in the championship game, maybe 2. I think he's gonna keep the momentum going. But the realistic thing is that both of us could easily hit on those 2 bets.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you are going the New England side, if you're trying to make that work, I guess you do something like some combination of. I'd probably go like the over on Drake May's rushing yards, 36.5. I think that would need to be part of it. With probably the under. Some kind of combination there. So let's see where that gets you. The under 45.5. With over 36.5 rushing yards gets you at plus 243. So if you like the Patriots side. That's where I would probably go with it. I feel like he would need to scramble. I mean, I think Seattle's rush defense is good, but I think that just turns into him, Drake May, playing a chaotic game, somehow doing enough to get like a 14-10 win with Patriots defense stepping up. Or maybe even, I don't know. I could be completely wrong about this, you guys.
What?
Like, if I was really good at
what
this,
do you mean you could be
I would have a
completely wrong?
mansion.
This is bullshit.
So, yeah. I did bet on the Royal Rumble. Yes, I didn't. That'd be all. Like, you know, I still don't understand how you bet. Well, none of my bookies do the Royal Rumble. That's for
None
sure.
of your bookies.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't wait to see what the bets come in from our DGen friends on Super Bowl day. Someone's gonna have like, I mean, I guess the most DGen parlay you could make is like a combo of like things to happen on the first drive. Throw a coin toss in there, and have like 4 different touchdown scores. Maybe some kind of combination of that. Like, how do you juice up? I depend on our friends. Let's have the most creative bet. We'll show next week for like however you can get to like plus 10,000. Like, I'd love to see it. One of our friends put that together.
That's true. That would be good. Yeah, you have to go to put together your best plus 10,000 bet. So
Yeah.
we'll think about that over the week. Maybe when we come.
That have to involve like, yeah, like the some combination of the field goal and touchdown in every quarter. You have your classic defense to score the last touchdown of the game. Throw that one in
That's
there.
a good one. That's a good one. I don't have to pair that with
add
much.
in there.
That was a plus
Yeah.
2,500.
How is, in the spirit of bets and losing bets, how is your day after the hot sauce? If anybody hasn't listened to it, the last episode 157 was our 2020s movie ranking, which I totally have not thought about really since then, because I just thought about the hot chocolate pouring out of my body the next day.
It was a lot, and I say that for a couple reasons. One, I went to the bathroom twice in the 30 minutes after we stopped recording. I had to go to the bathroom. Those weren't good, and we know that I already had mentioned this, that I was sitting on toilet and accidentally like rubbed my eye. Just like the side of it, and I'm like, son of... As soon as I did, I'm like, oh no. I'm like, maybe I stopped it before it got in there, and I'm like, nope. And I'm like trying to rub my hoodie into my eye. I'm like, oh no. It just burned, and I'm like, it didn't hit my eyeball. I could feel it in the skin, like around like my eyelids was what was burning. And I'm like, this hurts so bad. I'm like, I didn't even think I had hot sauce on my hands, but it doesn't matter. You did in some way, shape, or form. You think you did.
It was around.
Yeah. So that was brutal. And the next morning, I felt good stomach wise. The night of, the lactose certainly was taking its toll. From the milk.
And honestly, we did mention that the milk and the ice cream was too much. It torched my tummy for sure.
The next morning, I'm like, oh, you know what? I feel pretty good. I'm like, wow. I'm like, oh, okay, this is great. So I go through my normal routine. I make myself a nice big hot cup of coffee, and I drink my coffee, and then I go, oh, it's time for my morning poo because of the coffee diuretic. And as soon as I sit down and start going, I go, oh no, I forgot. I'm like, that part's not over. And it instantly hit me again where I'm like, oh, I need ice cubes. I'm like, but I don't know if it's okay to do with ice cubes what I want to do with ice cubes. So like, I just, it was so bad. And I'm just like, oh, I forgot. But yeah, it was really bad.
At least you were home.
It is. That is the big plus of working at home.
I was not.
You were not.
When it passed, when the pepper passed, I was not at home. I feel like I could taste it again. It's like, this is like, when you get the urges, and I know some people aren't into scatological talk, so just fast forward for the next 30 minutes and maybe skip the next few episodes.
The next 30 minutes. All right. All right. We are at a mark. I'm going to make you get your thoughts out in 2 minutes. So,
I mean, there's not more else to say except, you could feel, you get the little urges, your tummy starts rumbling, and then I felt it like in my lower colon, just the heat. And I was like, Oh God, I thought the milk was bad,
Yeah.
and it was. The milk part was bad.
Yeah.
I haven't touched any of the milk since then. It's gonna end up going down the sink, down the drain.
It's for the best.
Not really a milk guy. Anyways, I think it did help. It was needed.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not a
yeah.
dude. That was the first milk.
wouldn't have
I
survived.
bet that was the first milk I've purchased in like 7 years.
Yeah, same. I mean, I've had like almond milk here and there for like different kinds of smoothie things.
I mean dairy
Or
milk.
some overnight oats. And yeah. You know, I use a wing technique. I probably didn't even mention it when we were talking because I couldn't really think. I'm a one-handed wing eater. I adopted that maybe 15 years ago,
Really?
maybe earlier. Like I only go right hand. I always keep this hand, my left hand, free. So if I haven't to touch my eyeball or my butthole or my weenus, I always have. Even though it's harder with the left hand, everything, you know, a left-handed wipe is a challenge. You know, it's a little bit different.
I've never felt so
I do like to have
unfamiliar
some-
with my body.
Yeah. It's like trying to throw a ball with your left hand, you know. But yeah, when you're drinking, I think it stemmed from like drinking something. Like I hated like trying to grab like a cup and with just like the inner parts of your fingers closest to the like out like saucy fingers and just trying to do that. So I've always adopted the one-handed wing. So I mean, I appreciate the people that like. There's like I dated, probably dated like she would clean the fucking wing by like she'd break it apart, like do all that, like get into it, and I'm like I'm good. I don't need to eat to the very bone. I don't. Maybe that's a pride for somebody to be able to do that. Say they did that. That's cool. I'm not attached to that at all. I'll just eat. You know, if I can, all flats and most of the meat, and I'm good. You know, maybe
All
a little
flats
bit of blue cheese.
is mind blowing to me when people say all flats.
What?
I'm all drumstick, baby.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, we've never gotten into this shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's drumstick,
Shit.
man. I get it. If you're going to say, well, there's always that top part that's like mostly fat or whatever, and it's like, I get it. Like, you might be, if
I don't even know what it is.
you get a,
It's
I don't know what it is either. Cartilage, jelly. I don't know what that hump stuff is
Yeah.
at the back.
Yeah.
But I feel like, especially for someone who claims to be a one-handed wing eater, that's very impressive that you are a flats one-handed wing eater. The only thing that would make you more of a fucking loser would be left-handed. But I'll take that. But it's, yeah, the drum is
I
just,
do, 'cause I
it's
could
got
do
good
the little-
dipping abilities, and you just, that's the one-handed friend. Why? I don't understand what you do then.
Well, I like to do, you know, I pick up the flat. I usually the meatier side, that's the side I dip
Okay.
in. And ladies, if you're listening, you're going to want to hear this. What I do is I slide my middle finger in through the bones to push the meat out through. So I get, you know,
Jesus
get it all,
Christ.
get most of it. And then you can kind of eat around the rest of it. I don't mind. I mean, I'm not like, I'll eat drums, obviously. Just for some reason, like the bigger they are, they always have like, sometimes they're just too goddamn chewy. I will eat them. I'm not going to leave them to the side. But if I have a bag or if I have an order of wings, the first set will be the flats. I want those hot and ready, and fingered in my mouth. And then the drumsticks would usually be like the next day if I got some leftovers.
When we went to
don't
get
discriminate.
wings in Buffalo, did you do all flats?
I don't even
I
remember.
don't remember either. I think I did all drumsticks
When did
because
we
I
do
was
that?
pumped. Weren't you on that Buffalo trip when we went to go get wings? Maybe not.
I don't remember.
Maybe
No.
not. Maybe that we didn't. I don't know. My Buffalo stuff all blends together. But
I know there's not really a way. Most places don't have that as an option. Wingstop's a chain. We don't have it here, but in Texas, like for $1 more, you could choose your all flats or all drums kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I would always do all flats, maybe either lemon pepper or garlic parm. Ooh, tasty! I can just
see,
picture it now.
I need my wings to have some sort of zip. There has to be heat involved in my wings. I'm not one for Parlic Parmesan. I don't know what my brain just tried pulling off. Garlic Parmesan or Even barbecue wings I used to like as a kid. I want my wings to have heat to them in some way, shape, or form. So I can't go for mild wings.
Yeah, it's just a different meal. Like really.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Fight is a totally different.
Yeah, because do you want garlic parm with pizza if it's the side of a pizza, or is it more of like no. That's going to be a main dish?
It's its own thing.
Okay,
it'd be like I would do like 6 lemon pepper, 6 garlic parm, and French fries, like that kind of a thing. That's the combo.
If you have wings as a side, would you
deal.
opt more for like the traditional buffalo sauce style wing?
I would, yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Enough. It makes me psycho, but the next day also, I did finish the rest of the wings that I had.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
But they were just regular. They
Child's play.
I could barely taste the heat. Yes. Yep. Yeah.
They were recovery wings. It's always good to have a recovery wing.
Recovery wings. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little hair of the dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe this will soften the blow. I'll just eat some mildly hot wings. Okay. I like that. I think that's I think that science can only lead that to being a viable option.
The worst, I don't know if you experienced this. So the next morning, I still had that plate out the next day.
Uh-huh.
I hadn't cleaned it up yet, so then I washed the plate that had just a little dollop of sauce on it. I don't know if I had it on but I mean, I had like a few pores, so I could dip into it. When I washed that, when water touched it, it like exploded in the kitchen. The like somehow like it just evaporated into the air, and it just hurt so bad.
Jesus.
Like I was like breathing in. It was crazy. Like I don't understand how that works. Like apparently if you try to just put running water on the sauce.
You don't want to do that. I guess.
I didn't know that it was going to be a thing. I thought I was doing the right thing.
It doesn't seem like it should be a thing.
Never again.
I agree.
All plates get thrown out now. I'm just going to buy new plates every week.
That makes
Fuck
sense.
it. I can't live this life. It was just too much pain. I was like, it was brutal. Like it was in my eyes and my nose. I had to like turn away. I was like, how do I do this? I used a scrubby thing to get it off, and I just threw that thing away because I can't ever touch this to anything else ever again. This is ruined.
It's ruined.
But yeah, we survived. Hopefully it was worth it for the people.
Who knows?
Did anybody care for our movie?
Yeah,
reviews?
let us know what you think of those movies. Very intricate list.
What did we miss?
Yeah, what did we miss? And we'll probably agree with a lot of what you said because, like you said, I don't think either one of us put a ton of effort into it. It's more of like, what movies do I remember that I saw since 2020? And I needed a lot of help with the internet to remind me of what I saw. But
you know one that I forgot to put on
What's
there?
that?
Actually, somehow, and I probably was one of my favorites. I was thinking about it later because I started watching one battle after another when I fell asleep. Not because the movie was just late and it's a long movie, which is it's the Leonardo DiCaprio Academy Award nominated film. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I like that movie a lot.
I got to see it again. I saw it in the theaters, and then I haven't seen it since. I do need to see it again.
I enjoyed it. It was long. It kind of went in different directions than I was expecting, I guess. But then when it all wraps up together at the end, and you kind of figure out what's going on, it's a very satisfying film. Like I like when movies, do that. I like when movies do this, when the story is the way I want it. It does the thing, and I like it.
A Tarantino movie that went in different directions throughout the movie.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And then the end, he always plays with like reality a little bit, and then kind of just fucks it up a little bit.
Yep.
But just the right amount.
Yeah. I watched. I finally got around to Adam McKay, Don't Look Up. I did sit down and watch that.
I did watch that last year. That was on my list.
It was fine. Not one of Adam McKay's best, but I'm glad I watched it for what it's worth.
I agree. I don't think I would watch it again.
Yeah. No real need to watch it again, which I do like watching. Like The Big Short is one that I watch. Probably seen that like 4 or 5 times. I like Adam McKay movies. I like Vice. I think that was another really good one that he did. But what was I going to say? Shit, it doesn't matter. I want to see that new Sam.
I mean to watch
Sam Raimi movie that's in the theaters. Might even go see it in the theater.
Yes.
What the hell is it called?
I just saw like the preview for that. I didn't even know it was coming out.
Send Help.
Send Help. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, it just came up on my Is it Rachel McAdams? Is that the one?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I just saw a random preview for it out of nowhere, and I was like, wait, what's going on here? Yeah, no, my friend saw it last night. She said it was good.
Cool.
She was like, I'm gonna go see this movie, and I was like, wait, I literally just saw the preview. I didn't even know it was coming out until like the day before. Like I didn't know it was a thing, and I'd like to check. If I were to go to the movies, I might check that out. But,
yeah. So I like to try to get to the movies. I like to try keep it alive, but movies are really going to have to change
need to watch it.
to stay relevant. If movie theaters want to survive,
did you see?
They need to change.
Did you see Sinners? That's on my list to watch.
I saw it on the airplane.
For a bunch of shit. I think I'm gonna check it out.
It's I liked it enough to like. I'm glad I watched it. I was entertained.
I watched on the airplane. I started watching The Pit.
Ooh,
like I had heard of it.
Love The Pit,
but I didn't know like. Yeah, I didn't like. I've never been a huge like medical show guy, just because I don't know that I have the constitution for it sometimes to like see, and it also does a nice job of triggering all of my anxieties I have about how my body functions and how I'm perpetually.
Am I always dying?
Yeah. Then it always has these weird creative ways that people end up in the emergency room, and it's like that's probably what I have. I'm afflicted with all these things.
I need a spinal tap. I should ask my doctor to get a spinal tap.
Yeah. But it's been recommended to me. I have friends in the medical field, but a lot of people are like, oh, it's like the most accurate like reflection of it. Because one of my friends, like she works in, like my sister's working in the ICU. One of my friends works in the ICU as well. And I just heard it was like a pretty good reflection of that, and it is like I also didn't realize that it was set up like 24.
Yeah.
So it's like hour by hour.
Just
one
day in an ER.
Yeah. ER meets 24, and I was like, okay, now I'm interested. So it's been good. I think I'm on like hour 6 now, but pretty compelling.
It's far far better than ER because it takes a lot of the dumb non-medical stuff out of it, but it still kind of incorporates the aspects of it. I love it. I loved it. I'm literally waiting until season 2 finishes so that I can binge it, because I think these types of shows are better binged because you want the feeling of the progression throughout the day. I don't want to watch it week by week, where our friend Jordan, I believe, is watching it week by week.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's good. I mean, I also, because I enjoy like the politics of the hospital as well, like kind of considering like, is there enough staff? Like you're looking at the budget, like what's the satisfaction of the people there? Like I love the bit of the new, there's all the residents coming in, or the interns coming in, and this one kid in 5 episodes has already gotten bodily fluids on him, had to change his scrubs like 4 times. Like it's just a good bit. I like that.
Right, it's a bit. It's literally
like
something that someone probably just added in and goes, "Yo, no, it'd be great is if we do this."
His first day, he just keeps getting like blood on him different ways. But yeah, I've been enjoying that. Speaking of our friend Jordan here, much like I did a couple years ago, had a road trip with one Bob Holsinger.
Yeah.
Sorry, last name redacted. I won't remember that. He works for DHS, but he's one of the good ones, you guys. Don't dox him.
Jesus
even though I just doxed him.
Sorry for getting specific. I'll get more specific. Do you want to throw out his address too?
Youth hockey. Hey, you know what, Bob? Hey, next time, invite us to your gambling.
Wow.
This is what you get. This is what you get. You gamble with us, we gamble with you.
Oh,
something like that. I don't know.
That's a good tag.
But yeah, he and I took a ride down to Philly. That was like our. I mean, I Wait, was that the first time I ever met him in
Yes.
person? I don't even remember.
In person,
was,
yes.
okay.
I'm pretty sure in person that was.
Yeah.
Well, no. Technically,
probably
hold
it was,
on.
right?
Technically, you probably met him when you came and visited me
In
at
the
Oswego
college
in
days.
like 2002.
Yeah.
You probably met Bob at that
Probably.
party.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably. But yeah, that was like, hey, let's take this 4.5 hour trip. Well, it's longer for him, but
Yeah.
for me. But yeah, and so now you're gonna do.
Literally doing the
same.
exact backwards.
So for this bachelor party in March, just the way Jordan's flights work out, it's cheaper for him to go direct into Philly, and then he and I are gonna go to that Sabres game after the part. A couple days later. He's gonna go from Buffalo, but that's just the flights are cheaper. But yeah, you're gonna have a road trip with my buddy Jordan.
I am going to
as your first hang with him.
Yeah, I'm
to pick me up.
I mean, we get a little bit of a buffer. He's not hopping into my car and we're leaving. We get a little bit of a buffer. So I have to go pick him up from the airport, and then he's going to spend the night at my house. And then the next morning, we are going to, take a trip up and see where the party takes us. So it is funny, very funny how that panned out.
Life, man.
Whatever.
Hey,
I mean,
man.
I just,
Life, man.
when people are like, "Oh, is that going to be awkward?" I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. Like, even if it was awkward, it's not going to be, because we interact online so much that it's not going to be anything that's going to be odd. But
yeah, and once you've yelled at the same video game together,
that's a bond.
You can do anything
yeah,
together.
it's fine.
Yeah, it's like
you can be. Yeah, when you get frustrated at very stupid things like video games together, you're over the hump. You're over the hump. We have a group chat where, it's your standard group chat of guys. Will say that's getting over a lot of stuff to realize where what you can talk about and stuff with someone is what you pass around in a group chat. So I'm not worried about it. But yeah, it's always interesting to like take that drive with someone else, because doing that drive by myself is boring as all hell.
No, that's a plus.
So taking someone else on the road, I certainly get to benefit from that.
So you're like the organizer master of this.
Yeah.
I guess we wouldn't go too deep. I mean, I guess we've talked about it. It's going to be, how many people are going to be there total now?
Total body count. And I realized that we are actually at the max. So good thing that we put a kibosh on it moving forward. But we are at 15 people. There will be 15.
15.
There will be 15.
There's like 10 beds, right? Or something like
11
that.
beds. So then we, between
beds.
like couches, air mattresses, we'll get everyone somewhere to sleep.
Very cool. I think we already talked about it. It's a big old country house. Got like Papa Shot movie theater, with massage seats.
Hot tub. Hot tub's there.
Hot tub. Yeah. Is there a plan? Are you planning a plan? I'll just say that. Like, is there more than just the hang, or do we need to start considering?
I don't know, because everyone operates differently. Yeah. I think the idea is that we all agreed that at some point a casino trip's going to be made, because it's just something to do to get up, get out of the house, and it doesn't require anyone to do anything specific. Like, if someone wants to gamble, they can gamble. If someone doesn't want to gamble, they don't have to. They can go into the sports bar or something. So, like,
where's the casino relative to the
7 miles
rental?
Away from the camp.
Excellent. Too close.
Too close. Right. Someone can make a poor decision and go back to the casino by themselves.
Yes.
So that's definitely going to be part of it. And I think it'd be fun to go to a bowling alley, and try to make some sort of competition and event through that, either singles or lanes, playing against others and stuff like that. I think bowling is something that every person, in some aspect, I don't think you can hate bowling, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think someone can be like, bowling, are you fucking kidding? Like, go to the bowling alley and throw a ball down the lane. Like, no, there's no expectation or anything like that. So I think that would be a good one. A poker tournament.
That's got to be like because there's various levels. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, amongst your friends, or like, there's probably somebody who's really good, that's been good since they were a kid, that maybe can bowl 200. But most people will probably be bad. So I think that's definitely just, let's single out the lowest score in a game, and they have to just straight up.
That's true, because if everyone's bad, it is awesome to be the worst person out of a group of 12 bad bowlers or 15 bad bowlers.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good point. Maybe we don't reward the winner. Maybe we just focus on the real thing, which is punishing the shittiest of the shitty.
Yes, punish the losers of the weekend. Yes.
Yeah, as far as the house goes, I think Jackbox is going to be a good thing. I'd like to try to do some sort of... That's actually too hard to put into a competition, but maybe we could do a competition with like Mario Kart or something of that where we do reward...
An Olympics.
Yeah.
Some kind of an Olympics.
That's true.
We keep track of points because we'll be just off the Olympics, Olympic fever. We'll have been at a high. You know, we'll be a month removed from it.
That's going to take a lot more things to find to do. And the tough part is we're going in mid-March in New York. That could mean no snow outside. That could mean 3 feet of snow. We don't know.
Yep. So Jordan asked me last night. He's like, "What's the weather like there?" I was like, "We won't know until day."
It is the most wild card time in upstate New York that you can ask about the weather. Mid-March. No one has any idea. No one has any idea.
So I was like, well, for the Buffalo trip, I might actually rent a car, like a little SUV or something like that for a couple days just in case. And he's like, why? What's the? I was like,
don't know.
Could be snowing. Yeah, could be like,
you know what, bud? That's a good question, and no one has the answer.
I say hopefully we might see some blue sky and it'll be 50 degrees.
Take them up to see.
That's asking a lot.
Take them up to see like Niagara Falls. That's an easy day trip. Even if you don't go to the Canada side, I do suggest going to the Canada side. But if you don't have passports or
it's a better
IDs,
side.
It's the more entertaining side. If you want just the visual and like walking around the falls, New York side, great. If you want to do things that don't involve waterfalls, then you got to go to the Canadian side.
Then we can come back and have a very friendly border agent welcome us to America.
Who shall remain nameless, even though it was in the same exact
completely
episode.
Nameless.
Yeah. All right, we are approaching that time. Do you want to? How you feeling? How's your movie brain feeling? You want to take a stab at 20 questions?
Sure.
All right. Let me pull
at
up
the very end. Oh, also we got a. I think I mentioned it because you mentioned your buddy Paulie, right?
Yeah.
Your
Paulie Poker.
Paulie Poker. Yeah, don't say his full name.
Nope.
Even though I now have his full name. And it's on the wait. He commented, "I'm just happy to be mentioned. We all became aware of Haley Steinfeld in True Grit with Jeff Bridges and Matt Damon." There you go, Paulie.
She was in that movie.
So even though he said we were long-winded and didn't deserve to live, he did comment on the pod.
Thanks,
but
Paul.
now we're doing it at the very end. Yeah.
Thanks, pal.
Andy commented on the Hot Wings, our regular commenter. "I need you guys to promise me you will not do this ever again. I was concerned for you both."
Yay!
But I will say, best line reaction from Jeff to Matt. "You're fine." Sounds like something
because he
say.
wasn't fine.
How's my 20 questions? Probably bad, but hey, it's the end of the episode.
Perfect.
So,
I love it.
let's do this. All right. Is this movie from before 2000?
No.
Is it from the 2010s?
Yes.
Okay. Dang it. I feel like I didn't watch a lot of movies. Is it live action?
Yes.
Okay. Is it
Do you have your chat open?
rated
Are
R?
you watching my chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it's rated R.
Okay. Is it part of a series?
No.
Is it an action movie?
Yes.
Is it have any kind of science fiction element to it?
No.
Okay. So we're currently at a rated R action-y movie from the 2010s. That's not part of a series. Not really science fiction. Okay. How do I want to ask this? Is the action... How do I say? Is it involve guns?
Yes.
Okay. is it take place? Is it a contemporary movie?
No.
Okay. All right. Does it take place in the United States?
Yes.
Okay. Does it involve a heist?
Yes.
Or I'll say, is it crime? Is it crime? I guess is what.
Is the
Is that too?
is the
It could be two different questions. I guess I was. Yeah.
by definition, yes.
Oh. Okay. I have a feeling I'm not going to know this movie. Well, I should know this movie, right?
Yeah, I don't pick movies that I'm like, I wonder if he even knows this movie exists. No, it's a movie.
Is it? Has it won awards, or is it notable for being an award movie?
I mean,
I guess if you have to look it up, it's not like notably a.
well, I don't follow awards that well. I'll be honest with
okay.
you, man. I don't believe it was award heavy. No.
Okay. Well, I might as well keep that open because I do want to know if it did it make over $100 million at the box office.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it did? Oh, okay. Does it star a male?
Yes.
Or is the main protagonist a male?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Does it have an ensemble or multiple stars? I'll say that.
Yeah.
Like multiple
Yeah.
big name stars. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Multiple A-listers. So we're at multiple A-listers, over $100 million. Male, not award heavy, United States, not contemporary, does involve guns, action, rated R. Are the A-listers white?
Okay, you're asking for a group of people. There's a problem here.
Okay.
You can't ask
Okay,
are
so that's all
are
I
a
need.
collection
That-
of people white? Well,
Okay. Well, that's okay. That's helpful. That's a question. I really don't know.
I think you're on a decent path for what it's worth.
I know. I feel like I just don't. Not all honkies. There we go. God damn it.
So, non-contemporary gun violence. You got those two things. So, wrap your head around those two things. It's not contemporary, and it's gun violence.
I know. Now I don't know what era to go into, though. I'm like,
Well,
so I'm trying to think about how to ask that.
okay.
Does it take place in the 20th century? That's probably.
No.
Oh. So does it take place in the future?
No.
Fuck. So maybe slightly before. All right.
Well, if it's not the future and it's not the 20th century, you're in a pretty solid. And it's not contemporary.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's guns.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think of something that maybe has to do with like maybe a soldier after Iraq or something like that, or
Not 20th century, and not contemporary.
So not the 1900s,
No.
the 20th century, and not
the future,
Wait.
and not contemporary. So it's not now, it's not 1900s, and it's not the future, and it involves guns. There's not a lot of space for you to go.
I know. I was thinking. Well, I guess I was thinking contemporary for when it. I guess I meant literally the year it came out.
Well,
But I guess I see what you're saying. Okay. So I guess we're in the 19th century. Okay. I just don't know when this movie came out. All right. Does it involve gangsters?
no.
Dang it.
Gangsters would be
Holy shit.
in the 20th century.
I don't think I know what this movie is then. I can't even.
You asked about the race of the cast, but you didn't ask about the race of the male protagonist that you asked about.
Is the main protagonist white?
No, he's not.
Okay. All right. So I basically just have to guess a movie now. I don't know. I don't think I know this. I was leaning towards like The Town. And that can't be right. I don't think I know what this is. I can't even think of a movie that this might be.
Okay, so it's 1800s, a non-white protagonist.
With gun, like,
There's a lot of gun violence. There's other white cast members that are big names, made over 100 million at the box office. We've already talked about the director.
Django Unchained.
Yep.
I honestly, I saw that movie maybe once. I don't even know if I saw the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Honestly,
That's a great movie.
That's not in my wheelhouse. I'm not a huge Tarantino guy per se. I like some of his stuff. I don't even know if I finished Django.
Wow. It's no Inglourious Bastards, but
yeah, no, it's not. It's fine. I think what I saw of it was fine. I think I probably saw it once. I was probably half watching it.
fair.
Those are good. I mean, the clues add up. That's funny that we were just talking about Leo. Just all this.
Yeah,
shit.
and dude, I had this planned for like a week ago.
Wow. I mean, I think the questions that I asked, somebody would lean onto it if they.
I think so too. I think it wasn't fresh in your memory,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the questions you asked were the right questions to ask for the movie.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
That's funny.
Unfortunately, they didn't take you, the asker, anywhere.
No, don't even remember that movie. That's a good one. That was solid. We'll say I'm 0 for 2.
Okay.
on
I
these.
think you're
0 for
getting
3.
there. I think you're getting there.
Yeah. I feel like at least I asked better questions this time.
You did. You asked better questions. It's learned.
It wasn't as painful, hopefully.
Okay, new
as it could have been.
What we'll do is we'll ease you into the process. You give me a list of like 30 movies, and then I'll pick one, and then we'll play 20 questions, and you'll see which of the 30 you are describing.
I mean, it's weird because I had like a lot of those movies like in the 2010s are tough. I mean, those are my Austin. There was a lot of Redbox, a lot of Brett renting Redbox movies, and me like sort of watching over show or him watching it and then me tuning into him.
Oh, okay.
Like kind of a lot of that where maybe I wasn't like the primary chooser, but I would just get in on it, you know. So
I was a casual observer of movies.
Yeah.
I didn't watch movies.
Yeah,
I was a casual observer.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
That was a good one though. That's solid. Someone will get it sooner than I did. Very good. Okay. We're back at it. No more trips for me for another 2 months. Did you give? We gave our surefire Super Bowl bets. Send along your plus 10,000s, everybody.
Yep.
And just keep on doing the thing.
That's good.
Keep on. Yeah.
That's a good closing line. I hope you continue to do that.
20 years faded like an
Shirk.
arcade screen. Man and jet back where the stories began. Joystick dreams and a pocket full of quarters. Laughing about bets and a taste of disorder. From pixel skies to the they spun. Movies and memes under the same neon
Right.
sun.
That was a terrible
Time
joke.
hit pause, but the jokes never
I'm
Toad.
Hello.
I'm Toad.
I am a Toad. My wife, Toad.
I'm Toad.